Hi, this is Brian Graves, and I will be presenting about my writing project 4 and the possible solutions regarding the coronavirus. The problem that I explored is the coronavirus and the profound impact it has had on not only the United States but the world as a whole. I picked this topic because not everyone is properly informed on the issue, but I believe they should be, as we are all facing it. It's not just a one-person thing. Some possible solutions I have for the virus include to get more testing done. To not only people who are displaying symptoms, but also to the people who may be carriers of the virus and may not know it, as well as any people who want to be tested as precautionary measure, just to eliminate that fear that they have the virus. I also believe that if this were to be done, we would have much more reliable and educational numbers related to the virus that would help us understand the spread and how it works. And another thing I also propose we do is we study the bodies of those who have passed away from the virus in a better way to understand how the virus acts on the body and why it acts in the way it does. My target audience for my oral presentation that I selected is the general public or anyone who wishes to be educated on the topic that is the coronavirus. I think it is important that we all stay informed on the pandemic as we are living through it, together and not alone. I think we all need to be informed at this time in the world because it's not an easy topic. I selected that group as that I think it is very important for us to be informed because it's not just affecting one group, or a small number of people, but it's infecting everyone in different ways. Even if you don't know someone who has contracted the virus, you have a family member who has a virus, or you've lived through it yourself, it still affects you. As the world we lived in 3 months ago is not the world we're living in today, and we just need to understand that it is a big change, and we have to get through it together. How I plan to persuade my audience is to give as much evidence as possible to defend my solutions. I think with doing that, I would be able to prove my point and back up the solutions as to why they would work better than some of the ones that have been put in place or are being tested at this time. If I can provide as much evidence as possible in the best informational and educational way, it would be very helpful to persuade my audience and make them better understand why I believe those solutions would work better than some of the other ones proposed. What I learned while researching this topic is that the vast majority of people who are affected in different ways, as well as the astounding numbers of those who have been infected, deceased, or recovered from the virus. I as well learned that about myself when something like this happens in the world or is going on in the world. I like to be educated on it so that if I'm questioned, I know the facts and can defend myself in the best way possible to prove my point. Thank you.